Hey folks, it's been a long time since I recorded a video, so thought it's a good time today to kind of just share my thoughts on where things are, and what can we expect because the structures are getting complicated, you know, and what we saw today was that the rally just faded. I mean, we didn't get a continuation to move further up. So our bulls kind of running out of steam there. What's really going on? And it's just a refresher as well to what we have discussed in the past, right? So just wanted to kind of go over that and what you have seen in my Substack for tomorrow or a couple of days plan is just merely small correction expectation. I'm not asking for a bigger dip or a huge correction here. At least a start, right? And but at least beers have to start somewhere, right? But once we see it started, what's really happening, we will be able to build further on that. But sitting at the all-time high is I cannot just be saying that okay, we are going back to 5200, right? So but that's something is in a back pocket item which certainly has to be kept in mind. But so just to kind of understand why and how is that possible, let's just look into it a little bit. So two important things. One, there are two indexes which are trading at the all-time highs. One is SPX, another one is Dow. IWM, QQQ, they are not at all-time highs. QQQ is in a supply zone, and the IWM is kind of stuck forever, right? So now thinking about this and what we have shared in the past is that we were looking for a big wave for correction, and ideally a wave for correction, if it's a flat, you'll have an A down, a B down, B up, and a C down, right? Could be a regular flat. But since we were looking at making one more high, here we kind of shared an idea. I shared an idea that what if this whole thing is just a running flat, right? So that idea still exists, but since we have not gotten any confirmation yet, and the confirmation would be somewhere when we start trading below 5500 or so, because till then anything could be just a nesting, right? So a nesting is that we have this as a 1 2, and then we are doing another 1 2, and then we move up, right? So that is certainly a case for bulls which is in their favor, that something of this sort keeps on working. And what I've shared at least today, in my post, is that I want a correction somewhere at least in this area, right? This is for sure is what would help, right? This is a good correction point. We'll see how we get there, what sort of formation it does. But I wouldn't mind, seeing the lower numbers as well, right? So like 5550 or so. But as long as these are holding, I wouldn't be thinking about this regular flat as an option. But once we start giving up below 5500, yes, then that kind of becomes an option. And I think more things will become clear as well, and it's not just gonna go to 5200 just like that. It'll be again a five waves drop here. So we'll see about that one. Yeah, but all I just wanted to record this video to just share that this is not lost on me. I still have that in my mind. But what all I'm looking at is that if today marked as an kind of top, or we may have one more high. But now, like I said, there is some exhaustion showing up with the prices not holding up and rallying, even though after consolidating for last 4 or 5 days, right? It kind of looks a little odd for any further continuation rally, that oh yeah, it keeps going up, right? So that's not what I'm thinking right now. I want to have some small correction here, see how these levels hold up, and then decide which way it can go from here onwards, right? So this is more about the SPX line. When we look into QQQ, we are back into the supply zone, right? And got rejected there. Now, if this is kind of an ABC move, right? Then yeah, a reversal can happen. But again, what I'm looking at is right now that okay, can I get since this gap is closed, can I get a dip back? A dip could be just 480, a 477, just a retest of a breakout. Let's just make that breakout right. A retest of a breakout, probably touch 470, right? So these are the levels that I'm looking at, and if this is further bullish, then yeah, certainly the continuation can happen, right? So this would be like a QQQ case, or if this is an A, B wave and a C, then there could be a dip further, right? That would be quite a big dip, but again, I mean, it's not clear, so there is no point. Kind of working on that right now or shorting for that. All what we are looking at is that on a shorter time frame, if this whole wave is over, whether the three was here or here, can it make just one, two, three, four, five, maybe one more high, maybe not, right? And then just pull back, right? Pull back to that 470 range, and from there we will see if the further rally is happening, or it's gonna come down all the way to 461 and then bounce and then start making something else, right? Step at a time, not looking at all of it all together, but just again bringing some thoughts back, since we are now kind of in a critical area, right? Dow again. I mean, I've talked about this expanding diagonal quite a bit, right? And it just keeps on going, and this has not given up. So all what I'm right now saying is that let's go to 409. But if you ask me, I mean, like in a bearish scenario, I would like to see a retest of 374, basically clear all this chop up, with a impulse down or a zigzag or whatnot, right, and clear this up and then make a way up from there, because right now in a long term structure it's getting very hard to kind of keep saying that, oh, it's another nesting going on with one twos and one twos and one twos, because we are already kind of 161% in extension from this first bounce from October 2022, right? So I would like to see some sort of a wave for formation, or a dip, to at least clear this mess up before we can talk about further going up, right? So but again, like I said, one step at a time. Let it at least start dropping, and we'll see where we hold, whether it's 409 or the 409 gives up and we straight head to 400, bounce and then go down, right? So something like that. So that'll give us another idea that okay, well, yeah, 374 is happening, right? So that's for Dow. IWM again, that's as crappy as it can be. I don't want to be extra bullish. My idle level of this bounce was that okay, 215 stops it, but no, it went to 225, right? And again, so much of chop in this whole thing, right? All what I'm looking at right now is that we get, around 215. 215 gives up, then we are looking at 210, right? Anything below 210 is certainly bearish, and we are looking at somewhere getting to our original number where this was an A drop and a B and then a C, which is somewhere around 190, and then, the whole bull rally towards the end of the year can start. So these are my thoughts majorly on these indexes, right? And that's all what I'm looking at, that can get this either a small dip for a continuation further, or will this dip get deeper and we'll get an actual nice correction where we can initiate some good longs and have a good risk reward into the long. So right now, though we are trading, scalping and all that kind of stuff, but holding anything is a real challenge. And like I've talked about Bitcoin in my previous recordings as well, that this whole thing is such a three-wave choppy mess that until it clears all this and builds up a nice impulse wave, I kind of don't like it at all. I mean, this flag can continue and continue, and that's all great. But for me to be very confident in in the structure that okay, your new impulse can start, since this one did not help us much, I would like another one retest of 48K and then a move up further, right? So that's one of the reason I wanted to record, because like I said, the bearish cases are not lost on me. They are still have a significance, but until we really see any action of that sort, there's no point doing a short. And again, if I miss shots, I really do not worry much, because all these drops are gonna really bring up some good opportunity all across for some good longs, right? That's all what I'm looking at right now. So let's see what happens in the next couple of days, and I'll keep you posted. Thank you very much.